you have some teachers that are super, super excited because, oh my gosh, this is going to be so cool.
Right.
And then you've got others that are really, it's kind of like, I've been doing the same thing for 20 years or 5 years or 10 years or whatever. I don't need to change. This is just a distraction. So I kind of look at that as a challenge for me. So it's how can I show this person all of the cool stuff that they can do with this technology in the classroom? And it's also important to really drive home the point that the technology that you have is not going to replace you.
Right.
It's not going to become the teacher. It's a tool that you can use to enhance learning, to allow you to teach more, to build relationships with your students, to talk to them more one-on-one. That's one of my favorite things about my flipped classroom is that, my students are working more at their own pace. And I've got one group over here that, okay, you're ready to move on. You can move on to the extension part of this activity. And then, they go from there and I can challenge them. And I've got another group of students that maybe they're kind of struggling on one of the instructional videos. So I can come over and I can sit down with them and I can really figure out where they're confused and how I can clear it up for them. And I really feel like it's helped me form some really great relationships with my classes. And it's been an awesome opportunity.
That's right. I could speak to that too, because I flipped my classroom as well. And I found that to be true as well, because, when you have those different groups doing their own thing, then you can go maybe 1 to 4.
Exactly.
And know that the other students in the room, they're doing what they're supposed to do, working at their own pace according to, where they are currently. And then when you go to that
That's
small
exactly
group,
right.
we can talk about, hey, how are you doing here? Blah, 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 blah. But then you can also talk, hey, I heard you made a catch in that football game, or I heard it was your birthday. So yeah, I definitely, yes, that is so true. It does give us the opportunity to do that. But like you said, we've got to use it correctly and have that proper training before you go into that. So let me ask you this. Let's talk about, I want to get into the flip. Well, we may do that on the other end, but I want to get into your book, because your book, the title of the book is Illuminate, Technology Enhanced Learning. And I'm reading through some of the reviews here. There's a lot of information that you pack into 10 easy to digest chapters. And so what I'd like for you to do now is just give us some highlights. Did you hear that? That was my phone.
That's okay.
All right. All right. So let me silence that. Okay. So to give us some, what are some of the key tips that we have with, in about 3-4 minutes from your latest book, Illuminate?
Okay. Well, the theme that I try to, one of the themes that I try to weave in throughout Illuminate is technology in the classroom is kind of like a light bulb. I mean, if you look at the cover of my book, there's a whole bunch of different types of light bulbs. And whenever, I use the metaphor in the morning, whenever I walk into my kitchen to turn on my coffee pot, I turn on the light in the kitchen and I don't think about, I wonder what type of light bulb this is, or what the wattage is, or is this energy efficient, or is this green, or I don't care about all that stuff. I just turn on the light switch because it's going to help me get to where I need to be in my coffee pot. That way I can have my coffee and be a happy person.